Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. Very good morning to you wherever you are. It is 25th December. Merry Christmas to you all around the globe, wherever you are. On the continent of Africa, my dear friends, my loved ones all over Africa. I am very grateful. We thank God for this brand new day. It is indeed a Merry Christmas to you all out there. It does not matter whatever your religion is. It is a holiday period. Enjoy yourself, my dear friend. Enjoy it, just as we are also enjoying it right here in Southeast Asia, Malaysia to be precise. Dear friends, it is a very special one indeed. Of course, Christmas presentation, Christmas morning, wherever you are. Let's get started on this note. Barcelona have reportedly been offered the chance to sign Chelsea forward Christopher Nkunku, who wants out of Stamford Bridge. His agent, Pini Zahavi, has already been on the phone to speak to Barcelona, and Nkunku would adjust his salary if necessary. Dear friends, this is the news that I received yesterday, but we want to verify. I am not too sure on this, and I don't see any justification. I don't see any reason why Christopher would like to leave Chelsea at this point in time. When the team is still in the rebuilding process. At the time that we know we are very sure of being in Champions League next season, I really not sure why Christopher and his agents, they will be in so much haste. The green is not always greener at the other side. You might think you go to Barcelona, you can get first team football, you might get there and you will not be able to. The grass is not always greener at the other side. Sometimes from far you might think the grass is green out there. Just for you to arrive and realize that, oh, it isn't how I expect it to be. For me, it is your Christmas holiday. I will not take much of your time. But my advice for Christopher and his agent is that they will be patient. Right now, he just needs to put in more work. More so when we saw Modric's situation right now, we understand Michaelo right now, his situation is said that it can only be God. The sample B to be changed. For the sample B to come in, it is like 90-10% for Christopher Nkunku to be out of this case. It is very likely, very likely, Modric will be banned. It is very likely Modric will be banned. So it gives an opportunity for players like Christopher Nkunku into the first team, especially from that left side of the field. Now, Christopher Nkunku, he is not the only player in the situation that, in the current situation. Not only Christopher Nkunku. We have some free players like Felix. We have players like Felix that are not getting first team game. Even Christopher is getting better, game time than Felix. But I want to say something. You see, it's very interesting to note that there are some players that we don't have even backup for in this current squad. And so losing Christopher Nkunku to another club will have a consequences, effect on Chelsea. We don't have backup for certain players. Oh yes, like Maresca speaking about Cole Palmer, he made it very clear. The backup for Cole Palmer is Felix. Now, if backup for Cole Palmer right now is Felix, according to the statement Maresca dropped, then we should also understand that Christopher Nkunku, in his position as a false nine, he is automatic backup for Nicola Jackson. And not just that, he could also play from that left side of the field. He could also play as number 10, that central row, number 10 row, where Felix fits in. He's also good in that particular role. So, for me, Like, let me just read what Maresca said. He said he's having to adapt because he's been man-marked on Cole Palmer. Maresca says Cole Palmer having to adapt because he's been man-marked in almost every game. Maybe Joao and Cole together is one solution. So what Cole Palmer cannot do because he's been man-marked, Joao Felix can do it. Now, he said, but for now, we are going with Cole because he's still creating and scoring. He didn't talk about Christopher in this situation. Because Christopher has a different profile. And he can play as left winger. Right now, on that left side, we only have who? Sancho. We have only Sancho on that left side. I understand Pedro Neto could also play from that left. But the truth of the matter is that Pedro Neto has a role to play. He's now challenging Noni Madueke on the right side of the field. So you have Pedro Neto and Noni Madueke on the right side. Sancho, who is a backup for Sancho now on the left, is supposed to be Modric. Now Modric is unavailable. So then, automatically, Christopher Nkunku fits in. He continues, I keep saying that we can't rely on Cole Palmer. He's having to adapt because he's been man-marked in almost every game. So, looking at different profiles and different situations, Christopher Nkunku having patience with this team will have his chance. He will have his chance. Dear friends, we have other players. Listen, this is Christmas. Like I said, I want to say it straight away the way it is. In our midfield, let me just move a little to our midfield now. Romeo Lavia, as we understand, like Maresca said yesterday, Lavia is out for our next game against Fulham tomorrow, Thursday. Lavia is still out due to injury. Yes. And if Lavia is still out due to injury, how many games did Lavia miss so far? Ladies and gentlemen, we don't have a backup for Moise Caicedo as we speak. We don't have a backup for Moise Caicedo. There are some 3 players I can mention to you right now that we don't have a backup for. We don't have a backup for Caicedo and we don't have a backup for Cucurella. What Malo Gusto is doing, we are not getting the best out of that inverting role from Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto is very good on our right side of the field. He is a solid defender for us. As a matter of fact, he is competing with Rhys James from that right side of the field. If you want to play the normal system, Malo Gusto is for me, he's my best choice for that right side. Guaranteed to deliver from that right flank. As a right wing, defender. Right back. Rhys James is not consistent. We can't rely on Rhys James. We can never rely on Rhys James because he's injury prone. Just as we cannot rely on Romeo Lavia. At the same time, Wesley Fofana also is another player that we don't have a backup for us at now. That is why sometimes you will see Badiashile. Enzo Maresca seems to trust Badiashile to take over or to play the role of Wesley Fofana. Even though we have Viega, he trusted Badiashile for that role more than even Viega. So, if you want to look at it carefully, there is no reason why any of these players should complain right now. They have an opportunity. We just, entering to the second half of the season. And in the second half of the season, anything can happen. We are beginning to see injuries. Now we have about 5 players on injury list. We have about 5 players on injury. Is it 4 or 5 on injury list? Rhys James, Wesley Fofana, Romeo Lavia. Yeah, that is already 3. I think there are 2 more in addition to it. So please, I would say there is no reason. I want to hope that the news about Christopher Nkunku to Barcelona is not true. Because as it stands right now, like I said, like Moise Caicedo, we don't have a backup for him. I would have even wished that they would call Andrew Santos from Strasbourg. Yes, calling Sancho from Strasbourg, he's the only natural fit DM for Moise Caicedo right now. If something happens, who are we going to rely on? How do you call it? Ugochukwu. Ugochukwu, I think, is on loan. He is on loan. So you could see, right now, as we speak, our squad is still not yet balanced. Chelsea is still not yet balanced. Ladies and gentlemen, it is your Christmas. I will not take much time. I purposely came because of this issue. For me right now, top 3 Chelsea most important players this season. Top 3 most important players this season. Caicedo, Cucurella, Kopama. Now, considering their potential replacement, Felix can play Palmer's role reasonably well. But Caicedo and Cucurella don't have a replacement as we speak. Caicedo and Cucurella, they don't have a replacement right now as we speak. Nobody plays like them in this current setup. For you to understand that the team is still not yet balanced and we cannot afford to let go Christopher Nkunku. No. I pray and hope that this is my Christmas message that I'm delivering. The authorities will hear it. I pray and hope also that Christopher Nkunku and his entourage, they will hear it and they will consider. They will reconsider. Ladies and gentlemen, before I let you go, like I spoke earlier on about Sancho, the final fee for Sancho will be £25 million. The final fee for Sancho, Jadon Sancho, to Chelsea. Right now, he's on loan, and Chelsea is to activate the clause. Nothing can change that. Here's my Christmas coffee, dear friends. Nothing can change that. The clause has to be activated right now as we speak, and Chelsea are working on that. The final fee is £25 million, and everything is already guaranteed. With Chelsea more than happy to pay the amount to Manchester United. They believe Sancho is worth way more than this. They are very happy with the player and really enthusiastic about him. He is a fantastic player, and Chelsea are very, very happy to have him. Dear friends, we are not in the title race, right? Are we? Chelsea fans, Merry Christmas. We are not in the title race. But what happened? Chelsea fans tell me, you guys are saying you are not in the title race. Rival fans are saying you are in it. And Chelsea fans, we are claiming we are not in it. Rival fans say you are in it. Now, let me ask you, if indeed you think you're in the title race, why playing a draw at Everton? Why are you angry? Why do you claim you should have won the 3 points? What do you need the 3 points for, Chelsea fans? You are not in the title race, so then what is your cry over the 3 points? You are not in the title race. But in the vex, say you draw with Everton. Why are you angry that we draw with Everton? Since you are not in the title race. What thing I want to use the 3 points for? Tell me in the comment section. I'll see you guys. Quickly, some shout out before I let you guys go. I'll see some shout out. It's been a long time. I give some shout outs. Only some 2 or 3 shout outs before I go. There is this gentleman. What's his name? Vesuvius. Is that enough disgusting, ridiculous, dumb, made up, fake lies, fantasies or not? Let me take it for you again. This guy always comes up anytime I talk about Napoli and Victor Osimhen. He doesn't comment on anything, and I don't know where he is hiding. I don't know whether he's in Italy there, or he's in Asia here, or he's in I don't even know who he is. He says, enough disgusting, ridiculous, dumb, made up, fake lies, fantasies on Napoli and Napoli players. Napoli are not cheap selling or taking any fraud swap for any of their players, and sure never lend Victor Osimhen, Kvaratskhelia to any other clubs, or made up crafts coming from deluded anti-Napoli haters side. Fakes, Victor Osimhen January clause of 84 million cash with no discount and fraud swaps. A 75 million clause in summer with some rules. For Kvaratskhelia, no chance of negotiations, and what? Never under 150 million. Napoli is not your cheap dump shopping Tesco. This guy is very interesting. He always comes after me whenever I talk about Victor Osimhen. I don't know where he is. I've never even talked about Cavachelia, but he brought all up. No problem. My dear friend, wherever you are, I appreciate your comments. Every time, there was a time I even block you. I don't know whether you went and recreate another profile too. Look, anyway, Merry Christmas to you wherever you are. The name is what? He didn't even put it, but he said Vesuvius. Very interesting. Anyway, big shout out to you and Merry Christmas to you wherever you are. Odunayo says, good day, Mr. Seller. My name is Odunayo Oyo from Lagos, Nigeria. Osimhen representatives contacted by Manchester United. Chelsea should please act fast on it because Jackson can't be relied on at the moment. If he goes to United, that means they've signed one of the best strikers in Europe. If we need a backup for Caicedo, I think Balaba is the perfect one. Or we should look onward and nurture one academy player that has the same qualities Caicedo has. Like I said, we have Andre Santos from Strasbourg. He's our player on loan. He's doing fantastically well over there. Big shout out to you, my dear friend Odunayo from Lagos, Nigeria. JB Lawson says, good morning to you too, and Merry Christmas to you guys all out there. Yes. Abba Francis Abba says, Chelsea is trying, but not in contention for the Premier League yet. The team needs a magician in the midfield that can dictate play when it matters most. Palmer is trying, but when marked out, the team becomes vulnerable in the middle. Maresca needs another Palmer incarnation that can deliver when cold is marked out. Abba from Apapa, Lagos, Nigeria. Yes, just as we were saying, Andre Santos from Strasbourg, he is our player. Coming on will be a great one for Chelsea out there. Big shout out to you, my dear friend Abba from Apapa, Lagos. Big shout out to you. Merry Christmas to you out there. The next one says, we don't need a backup for Enzo and Caicedo. Just go and bring Santos back from his loan spot at Strasbourg. That is exactly what we are talking about here. All right. Cole Palmer, the backup is Joao Felix. Yeah. The last but not the least, coming from Youngbu Geoffrey said, good day, Mr. Selloff. I am Youngbu Geoffrey watching from Cross River State, Calabar. Said, you are looking down on Chelsea because playing draw with Chelsea now is not a day job by Everton. Everton did a great job by drawing Chelsea. For me, Maresca should start playing Viega for left back. Viega is a good left back coming to Felix. Our head coach is making mistake. He should learn how to substitute Palmer and introduce Felix. It will help us. Thanks. I still remain Youngbu Geoffrey. I also remain your favorite Chelsea news broadcaster. I'll see you guys all. Merry Christmas to you all. Enjoy your day. I'll be back with more exclusive hot one in the afternoon. See you all when you see me. Shalom and peace.